Here's the market on the Classic for 1988, and it's the proudly brought to you by Galliano Liqueurs and Temple Front on the Queensland TAB. Fives now 4-1, 4-1 in a point, 5s to 4s, and has been very well back to the ring, as Bart pointed out a bit earlier. Number 2, Beat the Traffic, 3s into 5-2. Northern News is at 8-1. Come Racing 16, Pine Lodge Girl 9, Golden Cheer 25s into 16-1. So that's number 6, Golden Cheer 25s into 16s on the tote. 7, Big Pella is around about the 7-1 mark. Then Oh So Serious is at 10-1. That's number 8. 33-1, Let Me Dance. Stapleton Lass, number 10, has had a bit of support into 9-1. 15s to 9s, number 10, Stapleton Lass. So we head over to the other page. Valjean 25, 35, Melchbourne, 55, Painted Ocean, and 100-1 or better the others. Women's Classic for 1988, and we'll take this break on Sky Race Day. Of course, coming live from the Gold Coast, brought to you by Galliano Liqueurs, and the big race of one of the big races of the afternoon. Classic is next.
When it comes to the world's finest liqueurs, Galliano gives you the winning trifecta. The heart of the famous Harvey Wallbanger, Liquore Galliano puts golden Italian sunshine in every glass. Sambuca, its rich aniseed flavor turns simple black coffee into the true taste of excitement. Tangy and tantalizing Amaretto has the delicious hint of almonds to delight both you and your guests. Galliano Liqueurs, Italian classics for the sweet life.
We'll take up to Wayne Wilson. Here's Wayne.
Okay, Graham, these runners are moving into line. Here's the New Zealand filly, Stapleton Lass, moving in now. Valjean is still back behind them. Beat the Traffic and Big Pella. Sun just breaking through here at the Gold Coast as we prepare to set this field in motion for one of the big races of the day. Moving in there, number 19, and a change of colours, both secure. Beat the Traffic moves in. You won't miss him. The red and that prominent gold cap. Pine Lodge Girl coming up towards the stalls. Northern News is still out. That's Pine Lodge Girl about to move in now. Northern News coming in, the pink with the green cap there. As Valjean and those diagonal stripes moving in. Temple Front, you can see him and the famous Antico cutters, the Tristan Antico cutters. The colours carried to many a victory by the great Burnborough. Come Racing about to go in. Pine Lodge Girl, she's got the hood on at the moment. Big Pella back behind them. Well, they're working on Pine Lodge Girl at the moment, but boy, she's cranky today. They've got the hood on her, or actually, to be a little bit more correct, they've got a towel thrown over her head, so she can't see what's happening as they prepare to move her into the gates. But really, it's stirring her up. I suppose when you do that, it would be a little bit frightening. Most time it seems to work with them, but if you're a little bit frightened of the starting stalls themselves, and then all of a sudden someone blindfolds you and leads you in that direction, naturally you've got to become a little bit frightened. And she's a little stirred up today, this filly, Pine Lodge Girl. She looked good in winning at Eagle Farm. She's widely drawn this afternoon, but you can't get a better starting point than the 1400 here at the Gold Coast. Lovely run to the first corner. Painted Ocean still out of line. Neil Williams not feeling too well. He's not riding for the remainder of the day. We need a replacement rider on Bounty Bullion in the last race. Neil's suffering the effects of the flu at the moment. He took some weight-reducing pills, and he's just got a few cramps. He's a little concerned about that. And he only had the one remaining ride, so he decided to forego his engagement for Bounty Bullion. Now, they're working on Pine Lodge Girl. Ken Waller, as we told you a little earlier, busted his ankle in that fall from Pacific Angel. He's been taken to hospital. Naturally, he can't ride today. Kenny Russell goes on to Grand Sander in race 7. Now, Pine Lodge Girl, they physically push her into the gates. And Nigel Tiley coming over to rebound. Century Jewel, Big Pella and Painted Ocean still out of line, although they move up now. As So Serious stands up well. The first time she's drawn an alley. She's got the inside, As So Serious. Come Racing, nice type from New Zealand. My racing is fun.
Please note, Big Pella, a late scratching. Here's Wayne.
All in, set to go. Beat the Traffic is lined up again. As Big Pella's not running, an announcement will be made immediately after the running of the race regarding deductions. Racing now. Oh So Serious began quickly near the inside, and Pine Lodge Girl from the outside began brilliantly. Beat the traffic fast away, and Golden Chair and Temple Front nice and handy, although Temple Front is fairly deep. Melchbourne in the middle. Getting back towards the inside is Portland Rose. A length further back then to Stapleton Lass, and then Northern News and Valjean trapped out fairly wide. Come Racing is next on the inside of Let Me Dance, and then Century Jewel. For Luster's getting a long way back. So too is Painted Ocean as they head down the side, and he just struck a little bit of trouble there. Bow Secure second last. Heading down the side of the track, 850 metres left to go. Temple Front pulling pretty hard. The leader joined now by Melchbourne. Pine Lodge Girl is a half length away in the middle. One to beat the traffic, caught three deep. A length to Golden Chair. Oh So Serious on the inside. Then Valjean pushing through in the middle. Northern News, one to Stapleton Lass. Come Racing is next on the outside, but going forward. Over on the rails is Portland Rose. A length further back, Let Me Dance, and then Painted Ocean on the outside. Picking up ground two is Century Jewel, and well back in the field is Bow Secure and For Lust. Straightening up now, 400 metres to go. Temple Front just in front. On the outside, it's Pine Lodge Girl coming after Temple Front, but he's got a bit of a kick in him. Temple Front, he booted away. He's a length and a half in front of Pine Lodge Girl. Here's Northern News, beat the traffic on the outside, starting to make up ground. Temple Front nicely clear, 150 metres to go. Northern News is going to be the danger if there is one. Pine Lodge Girl is still there, beat the traffic, can't catch them. Temple Front in front, Northern News is driving at him close to the wire. They hit it. Temple Front beat Northern News and tight for third. Or Come Racing flashed home on the outside and is in a photo with Beat the Traffic and Golden Cheer. Then Stapleton Lass and Painted Ocean, a pretty good run. The next one home then was Ruling Rose, followed in by Bow Secure, Let Me Dance, and Valjean. Oh So Serious. Century Jewel, Melchbourne. Pine Lodge Girl pulled up pretty quickly after passing the post, and For Lust was one of the last home. Temple Front has just lasted. Temple Front will be the winner. Late scratching in the race was Big Peller. Temple Front will be the winner. He'll probably caught on the photo here. But you'll find that Temple Front has been able to hold Northern News, who lunged at him the last little bit. Temple Front had beat it away as they straightened up. He certainly seemed as though he was going a lot better than Pine Lodge Girl, and he was nicely clear. But then Northern News, who wanted to hang in rather badly in the last 200 metres, came out after Temple Front. And even in the shadows of the post, it looked as though Temple Front was going to hold on and win by a length or so. But Northern News, he's a gutsy little colt. He came at Temple Front in the last couple of bounds. Well, I think he's just failed to pick him up. I'd say Temple Front has won it by a head or so over Northern News, and a great run in the race by Come Racing. He flashed home, and you'll find that he'll get third. No decision has been made by the judges yet. Sensation at the start with Big Peller coming out. A late scratching in the race, number 7, Big Peller, after going crazy in the gates. He's called on the photo for all placings. No, he hasn't. He's given number 4 third. That's Come Racing. He's called on the photo for first and second. It's a photo first and second, 4 third, Come Racing after the running of the Rothmans Classic. Well, Big Peller taken out after going crazy in the gates. There will be deductions because he was one of the top fancies for the race. So we'll advise you of that information as soon as the stewards pass it on.
All right, thanks, Wayne. It will pay $4.40 and $1.85. Best back runner in the race got home, as Bart Sinclair was pointing out to you a bit earlier on. $4.40 and $1.85. $2.50 for number 3. Will stand by for third. Placings at Warwick Farm on your screen. Number 8 was third. Wet 2 Toru. 1, 2 and 8 at Warwick Farm. Here's an update at front. Just coming back here. The winner of 2-year-old classic for 1988. And as Bart pointed out to you earlier on, was the best back runner in the race. Just got home, though, from the fast finishing Northern News, ridden by Wayne Harris and Come Racing. A good performance to get third, number 4, a flashing run by it. And a great third indeed. And number 4 will pay $4.20 on the Queensland TAB. So there it is, after the running of the 2-year-old classic.